Ну что, всем привет! Сегодня мы продолжаем диско Elysium. В который раз я надеюсь, что я дойду до финала. Вот уже, наверное, третий стрим подряд. Что вот он. Все улики указывают. Ну, блин. Так, что-то у меня с проводом не то. Но все никак мы не дойдем. Так. Проверка. Мусорный бак. Зачем там проверка? Зеркало. Витрина с безделушками. Дверной звонок. Это электронный дверной звонок, который я звонил еще, наверное, в первый день. До сих пор он не откатился. Зеркало. Охраняемая дверь. Охраняемая дверь. Что за охраняемая дверь? Это которая в книжном, что ли? Серия книг. Ой. Так, стоп. Мне показалось, они перемешались, что ли, все? Да, они перемешались. Они, видимо, вверх перемещаются по мере того, по мере отката, что ли. Нам нужно вот это вот было. Трепет. Ты нам ничего нового не расскажешь? Нам надо подождать, чтобы откатились проверки.
She's inside, minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Так, там еще были какие-то варианты. Нет? Ладно. Ничего нового вроде не сказала. Ой, в общем, надо побегать, посмотреть. Сейчас еще раз журнал прочитать. Что там вообще у нас по заданиям невыполненным. Нам вроде надо вернуться и сказать, что мы ловушку поставили. Не помню, я говорил это в прошлый раз. Сейчас проверим.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh yes, how's my precious doing? She's a good girl.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Так, кто что мне говорит? Непонятно. В диалоге нету никаких надписей, но голос звучал. Чё за прикол? Что ж нам с тобой делать? Недоступно. Да почему-то недоступно, блин. Так, ладно, что у нас есть по журналу? А, вот, отправиться в танцы, сообщить. Найдите в проклятой торговой зоне огромный холодильник. Ну вот сюда нам надо как-то пройти. С ночным клубом мы ничего не сделаем, пока я не пройду через эту дверь, опять же. В лазарет мы можем позвонить. Проверить траекторию выстрела. Мы же уже спрашивали про татуировки. Спросите Куна, что он об этом знает. Ясно. Короче, сначала пойдем в танцы. Потом поговорим с Куна, наверное. Посмотрим, что из этого выйдет. О, эти уже ребята ушли.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. Yes. Field work is young Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication.
Very strange. Why is she not letting me do this? It's like she's given up.
Different? How? I'm in doubt, sweetie. It's a strange feeling.
And when a police officer asks,
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that?
hunching her shoulders now, she seems...
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really... He's so proud of it. He always tells everyone. No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, but now we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Okay? It's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but you're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a
waste of time. Fools her like that. She drives off. The gas enters quietly as she gets.
Ничего себе, бензиновый двигатель тихо пофыркивает. Такой свист был. Как будто трактор завелся.
We should go to somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast. A gust of wind shakes the fell.
Интересно. Так, а эти ребята мне скажут что-нибудь новое?
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay?
Jean, he said okay.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Не хочу я с ним, короче, разговаривать.
So,
Мало
do
ли.
you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Так, может она что-нибудь скажет.
What is it? That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Dan?
А, можно было с ней поговорить после того, как я спел песню.
Huh, that was... yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had horrible, truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone.
Jean, he's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really like it. Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both out.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets this squad mate?
Непонятно, что они вообще тут стоят. Пойдем позвоним тогда в лазарет или куда мы там должны позвонить.
Practically drowning in it. Please, Tell me what your complaint is before I am completely submissive. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not so.
There is no surprise in his voice, only careless.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything? You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not our retirement home. We don't have the
money is probably going to some old oil.
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut.
It's not fucking cryo acta latte. It's super glue, Doc.
And you survived it.
Sort of, but by God does it.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a
Так,
moment.
может нам что-нибудь скажут новое в нашем участке? Мы же нашли свое удостоверение.
Feels good to get it off your chest, right? Celebration with beer.
10-4, sir. Roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report. Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. It's robust,
О, фонарик.
weatherproof, and
Я не
well-made.
помню, я его тут видел раньше, нет?
In the dark you'd otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
Так, что ж, у нас теперь есть фонарик. Это хорошо. Еще бы знать, где его использовать. Так, пойдем с Куна поговорим. О, кстати, снег пошел. Нам говорили вернуться, когда пойдет снег. Так непонятно, куда вернуться. Просто к причалу или... Так.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his...
Конечно же, неудача, 8%.
And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Fuck no!
Kuno, they've almost made...
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Kuno doesn't...
Ну и ладно, пойдем тогда дальше. Так. А дверь выбить я когда смогу вообще? Как она? Охраняемая дверь, да, называлась? Ну ладно, подождем тогда. Потом попробуем выбить. Может, когда проверка откатится, тогда можно будет использовать этот наш... Не знаю, как его назвать. Эту нашу открывашку. Так, а куда нам идти-то? Дальше или нет? Я что-то... Да, сюда. О!
Winter, slow to let go of Rivershore. Flecks some more wet snow. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust color. And to think, it seemed as though you're warm in your hat and your coat. Like a well-equipped explorer, you comfortably survey the white landscape. More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water. The waters turn black. Coal City in the shadow of San Martin, a boomtown. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest below the old mines. Losser Municipal, Revachel's underground cemetery. Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums. And for few Petira return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her hands. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces. And on the weather wall, the canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez, someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistic, clean white light coming from the windows of a near. Snow falls into
неподалеку.
She prays, though she doesn't believe. That's all.
Прикольно.
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will level.
Я думал, сейчас у нас мысль какая-то новая появится. Нет, так нет. Так. Опять вот этот чувак стоит подозрительный. Ну что, давай еще раз проверку. И сейчас, если я опять ее завалю, 97%. О, отлично. Ну и что ты нам расскажешь? Возникает вздох.
Flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away foot.
Чего?
Okay. Why? Right. How do we get in there? Doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically. Perhaps you can climb there. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something.
Что-нибудь, что можно сломать. Так, а что с лестницей не так? Ржавая лестница.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground, and you're 180.
Судя по как бы по персонажу и по лестнице, она не так уж и высоко, как написано в тексте. То есть вполне дотянуться.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is good. What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Teleportation is not a thing. This really has nothing to do with adventure. We had... Oh yes, it could hurt.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
Телепортироваться на крышу. Блин, интересно, что будет, если прокачать эквилибристику? Он реально телепортируется? Блин, я бы посмотрел на это. Не готов. Что значит не готов? Надо сохраниться. Я хочу потом посмотреть... Так, а как новое сохранение сделать? Их тут прям много. Так вот. Что мне тогда делать? Что это? О, они теперь синим подсвечиваются. А. Понятно. Что у нас тут? Какие-то трубы есть? Других вариантов нет залезть? Надо посмотреть ту трубу. Понятно, короче, я тут ничего не могу нащупать. Как сюда подойти к ней? Блин, где тут проход? Так.
Old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. A building like this must have multiple doors serving. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly... However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around...
He means the pipe must be coming.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Oh yeah. Big boy time. This
Время серьезных парней. Да что ж такое, с грубой силой опять какая-то фигня. Давай грубую силу вкачаем. Трепет нам уже не нужен, да? Грубая сила, где она? А, так она уже вкачана у нас. Довольно-таки. Неплохо. Шмотку, что ли, поменять. Так, что у нас грубая сила? -1. Нифига себе. Так. Неплохой халат, конечно. Че у нас, грубую силу никто не увеличивает? Да вы что, гоните, что ли? Болевой порог. Не знаю, болевой порог, наверное, вряд ли увеличивает. Болевой порог это ж отдельное, да? Да. А их можно вкачать? Нет. Так, что же делать? Что же делать? Бонус от предметов -1. А что у нас за предмет дает нам -1? Авторитет, трепет. Ля, тут грубая сила +1. Значит, какой-то предмет -2 дает. Ага. Нафиг. Где был вот этот галстук? Мне нравится. Теперь грубая сила +1. Неплохо. Так, может ее переодеть? Что это нам дает? Пальто. Так, а теперь что по грубой силе? 58. Блин, если сейчас не прокатят, вломился в жилище коммуниста.
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts, and nothing. Broken glass from bottles.
58. Блин, что же делать? Что же делать? Грубая сила. Как нам тебя прокачать? А что у нас есть из таких вот предметов? Открытка. Что за канистра у нас? Продать ее, что ли? Кружка, фото. Карта, пленка. Букварь, удостоверение. Вот, к физиологии +1. Боевой дух -1. Интеллект. Физиология. Ну давай... Запертый контейнер и поместить предмет в активный инвентарь. Может, тем попробовать? Везде, короче, и тут то же самое написано. Может, каким-то можно все-таки открыть тот запертый контейнер? Короче, ладно, сейчас попробуем. Физиология улучшена. А, вот оно как. О, вот мы сейчас и вкачаем грубую силу. Ну-ка. 83, ну-ка, рискнем. Да, yes.
Good work. Shall we?
Да, пойдем посмотрим, что там. Прикольно, новая локация у нас. Хотя у нас еще в книжном будет, скорее всего, новая локация. Ну или просто новое помещение. Так. Что же нам еще осталось сделать? Из такого, что я помню, что я могу. Более-менее. Тут дверь надо как-то открыть. Грубой силой, видимо, тоже. Так, что тут у нас? А, мы просто... типа лужу обошли. Я думал, мы прям в трубу залезли. Или как это? Так. Не помешало бы достать фонарик. Да? Давай достанем фонарик. Так, это мы уберем пока. Что это такое? Перевернутый стол покрыт оранжевой плесенью, в которой что-то копошится. Потолок обрушился и практически перекрыл проход в подвал. Протиснуться можно с трудом. Древняя офисная мебель, может, прошлого века. Вещи давным-давно позабытые всеми. О, стоп, чё? А, можно пройти. Блин, надо было тут все сначала осмотреть. Выделяли бы проходы в другие локации каким-нибудь другим цветом. А тут идешь, нажимаешь, бац, тебя перекидывает, ты потом возвращаешься, потому что ты не знал, что это дверь. Так. Вернемся вниз сначала. Там все осмотрим. Потом уже будем подниматься наверх. Блин, а красных проверок я не так много встречал, кстати. Ну, штук, 5, может быть, за всю игру. Максимум, мне кажется. Так, поехали. Что это тут у нас? В ящиках старые папки для бумаг, на них серебрится плесень. Так, а тут что? Куча толстых стеклянных панелей, покрытых пылью. О, какой-то пиджак у нас. Ну-ка, что за пиджак? Блин, сколько уже шмоток. +1 внушение. Пиджак спокойного коричневого цвета. Идеально подходит для офиса или вечернего похода в кафе. Красная роза. Понятно. Так, тут что? Я надеюсь, не выход, да, никуда? Луч фонарика освещает проем в стене. Как нам туда пройти? О, нифига себе, блин. Сам бы я даже не пошел туда. Здесь никто не спал уже много месяцев. На двухъярусной кровати разбросаны древние листовки, брошюры и революционная пропаганда. Я не могу на стол посмотреть, что за прикол?
Gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, "Years worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair matched by an ample moustache as someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here.
Трофей фанатичный, кто-то там. Блин, капец, за всю игру только 2 трофея получил. Конечно, интересная игра, блин. Сколько тут вариаций должно быть под разные трофеи. Я даже не представляю.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment by then, but that's all been looted. I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Прикольно, что мы тут тоже сможем ночевать теперь.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youth, what most people think of as history, has a tendency to linger in random neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of... You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Так. Снаружи ты видел уже эту... А, ну да, мы ее и видели как раз, получается.
And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary. Outside the window, desolation. Snow falls softly onto the coastal sand.
It's a great place to hide, and Mazovianism and murder are certainly not mutually exclusive. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Indeed, no one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by...
In fact, I think we're done with this bunker. After...
Я думал, мы разобрались все-таки. Блин, что на столе вот это вот? Почему я не могу выбрать? Что за прикол? Это что такое? Шапка. Че она дает? Я думал, мы уже разобрались, что стреляли с той же крыши или нет. +1 к социально-экономическому. Понятно. Дружелюбный сосед. Понятно. Блять, ну что это за прикол? Почему я не могу выбрать? Да, ребята, конечно, таких косяков я уже... Как вот теперь выйти отсюда? О, наконец-то. Что это? Следы ботинок на песке. Одна подошва кажется более стертой, чем другая. О, а мы как раз... В воздухе что-то чувствуется, какой-то неестественный гул. Туннель обрушен, придется найти другой путь. Да? Серьезно? Ну давай найдем другой путь. Куча следов, я вон даже сейчас вижу. Становится шумно, слышен какой-то гул. Да что ж такое?
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this.
Да, кстати, с Джойс надо поговорить про Эврара. Хотя последний раз, когда я с ней разговаривал, там, по-моему, не было вариантов новых диалогов.
Yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact,
If you must.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be raised to...
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise. Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Опа. Опа, Руби, ёптить. Внезапно ты чувствуешь, что не можешь двинуться с места, голову заполняет оглушающий белый шум. Чего?
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your...
As she says the word officer, you feel a spark in the attitude. It sounds like the entire radius is screaming directly. No, buddy, that's not...
Да что ж такое?
You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse.
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things, I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner...
The explosion of static material blasted from that pale emitter at Panda's mention.
That boy's really gotta learn to keep his trap shut. And it's not a bloody pale emitter. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable.
Что за серость?
With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to do. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the swamp.
What we are experiencing is concentration.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength barrier. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequency at the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing...
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my property.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops.
got something really important to say, you can do it. God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She's carrying 2 barrels from you. Well, it doesn't feel like it, but she can form sentences. Thinking doesn't seem to. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted, be careful what you let go. That'll be it. Questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 minutes.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency attempt.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes it
So she says she didn't do it, and she doesn't trust you. Is it you specifically?
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first. Oh, well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Hi, boys? Well, fuck. Those guys like me, I know it. But this is what happens to people who live a life. How the fuck did the rest of you do? Like what? I already told you I didn't do
The
it.
strong ball comes. She still wants the
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me. Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time. Wow, now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Блин, этот шум мне уже надоел. Выключи это на эту машинку когда-нибудь свою.
No, not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardenne.
Somewhere on the outskirts of Fallbrook, a scrawny teenage girl stands by the side of the road, greeting passing vehicles.
Why? Yeah, and probably some ghosts.
О, очко
from the time
навыков.
of the Suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries. The fuck do elevators have to do with it? Not particularly. I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake. God damn it! Don't know it, but also, the shot couldn't have come from you, or we would have all heard it.
She has a point there. Look,
That never goes so good. You've got to lay something better on her.
And? Yeah, evidence. considered her a good friend, yeah. Oh, so that's where you were going with this. That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts and didn't want to catch up with them. And we enjoyed listening to music.
The lieutenant watches her expectantly.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it. She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it, move on. What the hell, man? Yeah, why not? I've gotten worse. Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean. But yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer. Go ahead. It's your...
And mine too, he thinks. Evil. This must be done.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician. Yeah, that's good. What now? You're going to arrest me?
She's more upset than she is.
That's your prerogative. Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer.
She deliberately avoided naming the boss she worked for. Might be able to find this out.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
It's going to be easy to reach the machine gun.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun in her she's afraid.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Do you think I was envious of his conquests? Look, this is not a problem for me.
See her confident gaze, her turned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble with that intimacy.
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like wild times sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and I'm listening. Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Cosmic. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna. It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have... Yeah? What?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him.
Блин, если это реально не она убийца, то кто же тогда?
Those rings around her eyes. No time for anybody's radio.
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room. He was still warm. The bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been...
Osmond didn't want to turn the lamp on. She was afraid of another shot.
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear.
Yes. You. Everyone says you're his peon.
Блин, надо лечиться, а то сейчас, блин, еще мало ли.
Fucking hell. And why it's especially bad. Felt like a vein exploded.
Oh, yes, they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm pulled up in here with a goddamn...
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Aaron Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and a funny tie.
I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will...
A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that rows and rows of poppies, most of which have lost their bloom. Taken out a knife, he crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scores a seed very gently. Milky sap begins to ooze out. The pain comes over you.
You've been to my lord. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition?
I thought we had an agreement. This was not supposed to happen. She's not going to change her mind, that's it. She still will see you as a friend. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. The lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a...
Может, это те, которые сейчас в танцах сидят? Ну, там их двое, а она говорит, двое мужчин и женщина.
That sound about right?
Satellite officer Victor looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to patrol officer Miller. We can either take it away or let's go home, John. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. John takes his pocket off. Call Heidelstein. He gives a ride.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond.
Да что ж такое? Че, рискнем тогда? Зеленый? Или мне показалось? Успех. Четенько.
It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but she looks at the machine, assessing.
Oh, fuck it. Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution.
Oh, yes it is.
You should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Because you've been going around pointing a gun at yourself, trying to answer the same question in vain. No, wait. Finally, it comes to you. She flashes you an incredulous grin. Then you watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copper type. Guess. That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the... No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official, shall we? Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up? No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and be... Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Check out the big balls on fire.
Так. Что у нас тут еще есть? Каша с бананами. Да там что? Темная вода, выхода здесь нет.
The plain red tent stands by this. You see a rolled up sleep.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't.
The lieutenant.
А типа в палатку крысы не наберутся, да? Логика, конечно, капец.
There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette magazines. You should look through them. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More technological digest. One of you pocket the worn brown leather journal she watches by.
We should read this immediately. Like...
Так, что там у нас? Книжка какая-то.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back. Schneller is a stationery brand from Godvald. She had good taste and must have taken what she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages, the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections.
We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to
esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density, short wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions. Staff issues, always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of it. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault. Except, but that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. That name isn't mentioned as far as...
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry. Or, then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Things played out just as she had feared, except you didn't shoot her. It's in you to do something like this. Kill her. physically at least. You could pull the trigger if you had to. Yes, you could. You'd pull it 1, 2, 3 times. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. The entry ends abrupt. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan to run drugs for the competition. The most recent entry is from today. Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder. On top of that, forever on the run. Not really my idea.
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed.
This whole thing was a detour, and a fatal one, he thinks.
By the Hardy Boys, by Classier, by us. Classier was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, one thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask.
Так, ясно, разобрались с этим. Я-то думал, что все стало на свои места. Мы узнали, кто у нас преступник. Бетонная труба, погребенная под песком и пылью. И чё, для чего она нам вообще нужна здесь? Куртка. Ой, чё, сразу нам нельзя было выбрать? Все, ничего больше нет. Так, что за куртка? Самообладание, трепет. А у нас чё? Да, это мне больше нравится. Идем дальше. Так, у нас был еще вроде выход на другой этаж этого здания. На стол я все равно не могу прицелиться. Бред какой-то. Так, что у нас тут есть? Какая-то бумажка, да? Открытка. Стекло покрыто сажей и пылью, почти ничего не видно. Пойдем наверх. И тут загрузка, да вы гоните. Ну резче, блин, подходи. Что за... Центральная опора уничтожила выстрел. Спасибо. Так. Мне кажется, надо убрать фонарик. Тут есть что-нибудь или тут больше ничего нет? С какой целью нас вообще вывели сюда? И все, тут больше ничего нет.
Yes. Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps. No, it's okay, I guess. I may have preferred the metal chops, the sort of
Damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right. If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you...
Так. Ну что, тут больше... Если тут ничего выбрать нельзя, то идем вниз. Блин, и толку от того, что вот это вот 2 загрузки я ждал, чтобы найти открытку. И что, и все? Так, ну все, тогда надо текать отсюда, идти в танцы, разговаривать с Титом, с Классье, не знаю, с кем еще. Сейчас глянем, та проверка у нас откатилась или нет в книжном магазине. Так. Нет, не откатилась. Это охраняемая дверь. Почему, блин? Так, тут тупик у нас. Там есть что-нибудь? Я уже не помню. По-моему, я осматривал этот домик. Ну да.
Hello, mister. Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or any. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They look the same. They look identical. Bye.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall. It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. disappointing. You were just following your instincts, your destiny. You're meant to find the Phasmid.
Ну что ж, пожалуй, на этом я сегодня закончу. Добегу сейчас до танцев, чтобы в следующий раз сразу начать уже оттуда.
Stop.
Ага, понятно. Значит, просто так я не закончу это все, блин. Сейчас, видимо, перестрелка будет.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls. There's something very wrong with him.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think...
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier.
Easy, let me handle this. I know God.
He is facing overwhelming peace. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely into...
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this? My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
He doesn't want to, but he must.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice. Pig, fuck! Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just...
With a wordless Urgo, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an up. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Sergeant Major Raoul Corton, reporting in to burn this.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click, click, click. A realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. Isn't it?
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. All sentenced to death by lead. Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how. Ooh, lady.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. What was in there? And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor. And now these.
There's real anguish in his voice. A drunk.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Fuck do you mean?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic.
Yeah. He liked to chat out the natives. Share leaflets. If Laylee was here, we'd spare her life. He'd shoot one for sure. But me.
Ready to open fire, Major.
This one used to be a suited listener. She's uncomfortable. We'll open fire just to hurry things along. He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm, got beat in a place by the same sick fuck.
Beaten by a foster parent or someone on the farm.
You don't know shit. Man's caught.
You lost it. Quick.
Find his killer. Tom, his killer stands. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not good.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off, fuck. Stay cool. Don't do. Company bitches gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shit?
Guys, I can get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
They're afraid, all of them. Trembling reeds in the wind. They'll run, scatter soon, one by one.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude the killer.
All of you cunts inside out. Rip you open.
The gunner, the radish, the killer. What do you think he...
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Huh?
What are we waiting for? Let's...
Lance Corporal! Just fucking shut up and wait for you.
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather
Yeah? Who did that? How fucking You think How about the kids? Tell me. At your fucking snipe. One more time.
Listen, please. This cop and...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand, swaying, pointed at her. You move your... He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the shot rings.
Неожиданный поворот.
Then...
I'm okay. I'm okay.
She's not. She's bleeding out. If she doesn't get help in 10 minutes, she'll die.
Fuck this! Gene! Jam to Lizzie! Now!
He wants you to open fire on the mercenaries before he does. He's waiting for you and your partner to be the shield.
Yes.
Yeah? So what? You should be drunk too. Or, like, drunker. You don't want to die sober, do you?
All right. Let's do this.
That didn't work at all. He's more focused now.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! She left! Her room's cleaned out! Why could...
We should have arrested her.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
Ну попробуем.
Look around, you lives.
There will be ramifications, but I don't need to. Let's...
We're not fucking coming anywhere, sailors.
What's the matter?
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Kill him.
Да ладно.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you.
Так, боевой дух я могу восстановить, а вот жизни нет.
Sways slowly. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rube's mask. Is there anything we could use to protect this? He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right. From the corner of your eye, you see that he's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take it out. The shot rings and you see something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
Блин, был урон здоровью. А, он сразу сначала вычел, а потом уже мне диалоги все прописал.
A volcano of burnt pain flows over your entire body like a shot. Grim knowing rises from it.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rube's helmet. Then, two shots from you hear a scream, but you're too hurt to see. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as an unbelievable shot from Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His man...
Oh God, watch out!
You see two cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at you. A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally. Here it comes. Death. You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire... The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of you. Nothing. A persisting darkness.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelid, a shadow, towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see. No, you scream.
Ну, хоть где-то успех, блин.
Your eyes are full of... There's no room for hesitation. You hear a roar of pain. A death scream. The sound disappears.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The fight? There is no fight. He's not taking it. His body is not taking and rotting and being disinfected and smelling of drugs.
He calmed down. There was a radio in the distance. A radio of the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again.
The engine thought.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It...
Sunrise, Parabellum. What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit with his carabine. I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital yesterday. Alain and the young musician, yes. You were bleeding out. I think you said no one wants to party with you. And you won. I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the bull, though. And that's what happened. He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out
there is unveiled anger.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. This is the one. Yes. 5. Glenn, Theo, Angus, the fat one, and Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince them. All. Yes, officer. 6 people are dead.
+1. Ruby.
But what's done is done. The violence is cold enough. The Hornets did not end.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse. But he took a real beating. That...
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary thing. Cops like it. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. You see? No need to take it back, Lieutenant Gefreiter. You wanted things to go south outside. That's okay, we all do from time to time. Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked. We will see.
Так, ну и чё, все зависло у нас? Или чё?
Easy now. How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant the Freighter. I honestly don't know. Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Oh, that is what I've heard. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is very hard. No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know.
Так, ну вот теперь точно я на этом закончу. Прям неожиданная была перестрелка эта. Спасибо за просмотр и до скорого.